Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to the Adventure Channel. Just wanted to give you guys some brief, informative information regarding what's going on with the rent relief in response to the Housing is Key program. It's actually not a lot of what people actually think it is. I was following up with some clientele, and I spoke with a representative from the office today. So apparently, right now, they have only funded people who were in despair from last year, I believe March or April of 2020, up until March of 2021. So if you recently put in an application, which is really, really strange because to my knowledge, this program went into effect May of this year, they haven't funded any of that stuff, anything for April, May, or June. And so apparently, right now, they're looking at applications first who have had a lot of despair for the past year, which is really strange because, again, this went into effect in May. And from my understanding, I just spent about 30 minutes on the phone with one of the representatives from this program. What they're doing is they have funded for people who have been delinquent from April or May of 2020 up until March of 2021. Now they have not funded any utilities. So I know this rent relief program, they ask you for a lot of information as far as your utilities, but they have not submitted or processed any applications for any of your utilities. So for those of you thinking like, hey, put in this paperwork that can take care of my utilities and stuff. I believe after June 30th, that's when a lot of stuff gets cut off in terms of I know at Southern California Edison, they had that thing where if you didn't pay it or whatever, they wouldn't cut it off your bill. Well, that expires, I think, July 5th or July 15th or June 30th, one of those days. I know it's coming up. So if you guys haven't paid your utility bills, you still definitely need to do it. And honestly, this is information they should have put out to the public, but unfortunately, they haven't. And it's really sad because, again, a lot of people who have put in this rent relief program, couldn't pay their rent, couldn't pay their utilities and stuff. They haven't processed any of the applications. I just got off the phone with them and I was like, wow, they haven't processed any of that stuff. I mean, a lot, especially utility bills as far as heating and air, depending upon what part of California you live in. And I don't know how this really affects everybody else who lives out of California. But in some places it gets really cold, it gets really hot, and so utilities can really, especially the electric bill, can get pretty drastic here in California. But unfortunately, they don't know when they're going to process any of the utilities with this housing is key. So if you're in the rears with paying your utilities, you definitely need to hurry up and take care of that if possible. Now, I did ask them, were the utility bills the amount of 80% or whatever the amount is, will that be paid directly to the person, or is that going to be paid directly to their bill? They said they're going to pay it directly to the bill. So let's say if you pay off everything, I'm not sure if they're going to pay the electric bill or your utility bills directly, and then you have to call your utility company and then see if they could credit you that back cash, or if they'll just use that towards a pending credit for your future bills. So a lot of that is up in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but I can confirm that the Housing is Key program will be sending your utility money directly to the company. So if you are really in the rears, it's still best as you can to go ahead and pay that. But yeah, it seems like they would really have documented that or mentioned it. Now, the biggest thing about this that I found out today was for 2021, anything after March, which would be as of right now, April, May, and June, they're only paying up to 25% of the rent and 25% of the utilities. Now, again, they haven't processed any of the utility stuff and they have not processed anything after March. So if you are in the rears or behind on your rent or your utilities, as of right now, it's really up in limbo as far as how they're going to take care of this, because as you guys know, the rent moratorium ends June 30th, and going into July or something, that's when your landlords can start issuing the eviction notices and all that other stuff. But it seems that somebody would have made this, put all this stuff in writing. I haven't seen it anywhere here on the COVID relief program. I've talked to, actually, I haven't heard any landlords or anybody really mentioning this. It seems like everybody's just kind of going with the flow, waiting for something bad to happen and then want to possibly inform you about everything. But as of right now, I can confirm that for April and for April, May, and June of 2021, none of those applications have been processed. None at all. Even going back to 2020, of the utility paperwork credits have been either credited or processed or even looked at. And so after, again, for April, May, and June of 2021, they are only going to take care of 20%, not, I'm sorry, 25%, not the 80% like they've had in their paperwork. So yeah, it's a pretty strange program, again, considering this just went into effect in May of this year. I believe it was it, no, you know what, was it, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't May. I'm sorry, I take that back. No, it was what, April 15th. I believe it was like April 15th, April 17th when this program went into effect. So it went into effect even after the stuff for, the original cutoff date, which was for March 2021. So again, guys, I just wanted to give you this quick update. I thought it would be best to put out a video giving you this information. And again, I can't confirm this information because I just got off the phone with the rep like 30 or 40 minutes ago, and I wanted to jump on here while it was still fresh in my head. So just a quick recap. They have taken care of all the applications first from March 2020 to 2021. So that is the 80%. So that's what you guys will probably see yet. They have not processed any applications for utilities. So if you are expecting your utilities to get cut off, you're going to have to do your due diligence. And that's really unfair because a lot of people thought that this would be taken care of all at once, with their program. And then, of course, two, if you're looking for funding for April, May, and June of 2021, they're only processing up to 25% of the amount and also 25% of the utilities. Now, keep in mind, none of the utilities applications that you submitted with your program have been processed. So that's a big downfall right there. But again, guys, this is TJ. Hope you guys enjoyed the channel, and like and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody you know who is living in the state of California. It is very hard to get through on that number for the 833 number. I was trying to call and follow up for a couple of people, but I couldn't get through for like 2 or 3 days. So I'm giving you guys that firsthand information, and I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope you guys found this video informative. Thank you.